Let's move on here. We're going to take a look. And this is actually, again, another segment that was actually given to me by John. So that is awesome. I love it. If you guys have like cool ideas like this, please feel free to shoot them over. I dig it. And this is some good quality stuff here. And I had fun making it. So this is the 2020 starters. I'm going to grade them on their performance last year. We're going to kind of run through it. We'll go kind of quick on here. We won't spend a lot of time. But then I'm also going to give you my current June 30th projected starter is who I would say is probably going to start in that spot this season. I don't have like a percentage upgrade or anything like that for you guys, but let's hop in. We'll start on the offensive side of the football. We'll go to the quarterback. Last year, of course, the Rams started quarterback Jared Goff, who was the first overall pick in the 2016 season, the most recent first-round pick of the LA Rams. And, you know, last year, it felt like Jared Goff held the Rams back. And that's the first time that I've really kind of had that feeling that Goff was holding this team back. And honestly, the way that he was, 3 interceptions to defensive linemen, that's not good, man. And I talked about it here plenty of times, so I don't need to get super into it if you guys are interested. I mean, there's plenty of backlogged episodes that you guys can go check out. But for Jared Goff's grade last year, I feel like this is maybe a little aggressive, but I also feel like it's maybe not. And I'm going to go ahead and give him a D-. It's not an F. He did not fail the season, in my opinion. I mean, depending on what your grading scale looks like, wherever you go, then, you know, I think that it makes total sense that he's a D-. Not the lowest grade possible, but he did not do a good job last year. Of course, we are projecting Matthew Stafford to start this year. Running back last year, the number one guy was Malcolm Brown. I'm going to give him a C because he didn't necessarily do a bad job at all, but he also didn't do like a good job. It was kind of just, you know. I like Malcolm Brown and I wish him all the success in the world. I did misspeak last week, by the way, saying that he was with the Tennessee Titans. My brain did not participate in that one. He is a Miami Dolphin, not a Tennessee Titan. So I do apologize about that one. That's my mistake there. In 2021, we are projecting that Cam Akers will start that spot. I'm not blowing minds there. In 2020, at the wide receiver spot, the Rams had Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp. I'm using those two. Those are the top two guys that we have. I'm going to give them both a B. And the reason that I'm giving them both a B is because neither of these guys hit 1,000 yards, and they had 9 touchdowns total between them. We had 6 over to Bobby Trees, and we had just the 3 over to Kupp. Those are the projected starters again this year. At left tackle, Andrew Whitworth, with his age, with a quarterback that was struggling, everything that went into last year, I'm giving Big Whit an A. He is projected to start again, of course, this year, and we're going to see what Father Time has for Andrew Whitworth, but let's hope that he's let's hope that maybe Father Time's a little preoccupied with some other fellas, and that we'll get another awesome, strong season from Big Whit. But I'm going with an A for last year because dude just held it down. I mean, I don't remember anything that he did that was like an awful job, honestly. So at left guard last year, the Rams started Joseph Noteboom, and I am projecting him to start there as well again this year. I know that we've seen different things of different rotations and all that. I anticipate Noteboom getting that start because I fully anticipate Noteboom kicking out once Witt's gone. So I think that getting him reps, getting him out there a lot is going to be good. And for last year, this entire offensive line did an awesome job last year. They were a top 3 unit? I can't remember exactly. But I'm going to give him a B. At the center spot, we started Austin Blythe, and he is now gone. He's a Kansas City Chief, actually fighting for a starting role. So I just wish we would have kept him because he did such a good job. I'm grading him last year with a B. This year, I'm projecting Austin Corbett to start at that spot. So Austin to Austin, but no more Blythe. We're going to Corbett. We're just going to work our way down the alphabet. Next will be like Austin DeCamillis or something. I don't know. We'll see. And at right guard last year, we did start Austin Corbett in that spot, and I'm giving him a B from last year. I think that's reasonable. The offensive line did a really good job last year. And in 2021, I actually left this spot blank, but I've got a couple names in my head, and I'll actually even give you an answer. I think that it makes total sense that Edwards could get that role, Evans could get that role, Shelton could get that role, but I am going to go ahead and say, based on last year, what we saw with the coaching staff decision in the Green Bay Packers game, there was a coaching decision to actually start Bobby Evans there. I'm going to go ahead and guess that carries over. I'm going to put in Evans in that right guard slot. At right tackle last year, Rob Havenstein, one of the longest tenured Rams at the moment. And actually, he's got to be the longest tenured Ram now, right? I'm trying to think. We only have 3 St. Louis Rams remaining. That's Johnny Hecker, Aaron Donald, and Rob Havenstein. It's got to be, right? Man, that's crazy. I'm giving him a B. He has not done anything bad, but he's not a superstar. I've said that before. He just does his job really well, doesn't screw anything up, and I think he does awesome. So, yeah, we're also projecting him to start this year. Along the defense now, we'll go to the defensive line. Last year we started Aaron Donald, Michael Brockers, and Greg Gaines. Aaron Donald, that's an A+. I mean, the dude is a freaking machine. He is a space robot sent to Earth to destroy the confidence and the morale of quarterbacks all over the NFL. A+. I don't think I need that. I don't even think that I need that much explanation, honestly. I think that was more than enough. Michael Brockers, I'm going to go ahead and give him a B-. He did not do a bad job at all, and I think B- I think is totally reasonable because Brockers always seemed like he could do a little bit more, but he always did a really good job. And then also Greg Gaines, who started last year, the way that he started the season, D. He did a bad job early on. In the first quarter of the season, he did not do a very good job. He was getting blown up off that line, but in fairness, I've said this before, he definitely got better as the season progressed. I'm not sure if maybe the lack of training camp and the pandemic stuff, maybe that's what kind of hindered him early season last year. But this year, I am projecting myself on June 30th. This is subject to change. I'm always willing to change my own opinions here. I'm going to go with Aaron Donald, Sebastian Joseph Day, and A'Shawn Robinson. I'm going to go ahead and guess that those are the first guys out on the field, but I do anticipate a pretty heavy rotation. Inside linebacker, the Rams did run a pretty heavy rotation, but I want to rock with just these two. I'm leaving off Troy Reeder, but we have Micah Kaiser and Kenny Young. I'm going to give Micah Kaiser a C+. He could definitely improve, but he's not a bad player. He is about that average production level, but a little bit better than that. And so I'm excited to see if he can keep progressing. Kenny Young there, I'm going to give him a C based on what he did over the course of the season, but compared to our expectations of what we anticipated Kenny Young doing, and I'm not speaking for just myself, I'm speaking for many Rams fans here, I'm gonna bump that to a B. So I think that based on what we anticipated, he outperformed that, I think. And then this year for inside linebacker, I'm projecting Micah Kaiser and Ernest Jones, rookie. I'm anticipating that. And let's see, outside linebacker, Leonard Floyd and Samson Ebukam started last year. Leonard Floyd, I'm going to go ahead and rock with a B. Not a bad job at all by any means, by Flo. And then on the other side, Samson Ebukam, who's always had an extremely high motor, but was always still working on his technique. So we'll see if while he's out in Santa Clara, if that's what, if maybe some coaching differences or maybe change of scenery is able to bump him out into doing a little bit better job on his mechanics there. But this year I'm anticipating Leonard Floyd and Obaniah Okoronkwo at that outside linebacker spot. Cornerback, Jalen Ramsey, Darius Williams, and Troy Hill are the guys that I will mention here. Jalen Ramsey did an A job. He did amazing out there. 1 pick, but that's because he was absolutely just blanketing and shutting off his guy all the time. Darius Williams, big surprise guy to most people. I've liked Darius Williams for a while, and I've kind of been watching him come up a little bit. I mean, I cover this team, so I tend to know even some of the lower level guys on the roster and stuff, and Darius Williams is always a guy that I've kind of kept an eye on, and he's definitely performing. I'm giving him an A. Last year as well, Troy Hill, I'm giving him a B+. He did do a pretty good job there, but I think that the Rams, there's no way to say it without sounding like a jerk. The Rams are going to be okay losing Troy Hill. That's what I'll say. And then this year, I'm anticipating Jalen Ramsey, Darius Williams, and Robert Rochelle to be our top guys. Last year at safety, the Rams started John Johnson and Jordan Fuller. I'm giving John Johnson an A. That dude's amazing. He's a very talented safety, one of the best in the league, if not the best. Jordan Fuller, coming in as a rookie, did an awesome job. I'm putting him at a B. And then this year, I am fully anticipating Jordan Fuller and Terrell Burgess to be the starters at safety for the LA Rams. And then in 2020, last year as well, at the kicker spot, the Rams started Samuel Sloman. I'm giving him a D. He started okay, but just could not seem to get any kind of consistency down. Had some struggles there. So I'm giving him a D. And then, of course, we are anticipating Matt Gay to have that role this year. And then at long snapper, Jake McQuaid, who did an amazing job as per usual. I'm giving him an A. And actually, my buddy Adrian, he did tell me about a snap from Jake McQuaid that was bad, and it was against the Dolphins. And I do remember that one. It just flew past Johnny, and then we were able to get on top of it and kick it again. But yeah, there was one bad snap from McQuaid over his billion years as a Rams long snapper. He had that one. But last year he did an awesome job. I'm giving him an A. This year we do have a battle at this spot between Steven Wirtle and Matt Orzech. I'm going to go ahead and give the edge to Orzech here, and the main thing here is experience, because he's been on different rosters, not necessarily to the point of being an absolute stud, but he was a one-year starter for the Baltimore Ravens, but he has also been on the Jacksonville Jaguars and Tennessee Titans, whereas Steven Wirtle has not made a team yet. So I'm going to go ahead and give that edge to Matthew Orzech. Rams fans, thank you guys so much for getting all the way to the end of this clip. If you guys liked this clip, you guys will probably like the entire thing, so you guys are going to hit over here to watch the entire episode. And if you guys like that as well, on this side here is where you can subscribe, so you can just watch me every single week. Year-round show about the Rams every single week. Let's do it. Go Rams!